Head busting boxing, we are back in the house, and top of the morning to you, by the way. Still kind of early, it's like 7 o'clock on the East Coast. We're gonna talk a little Tyson Fury. He did an interview on ESPN Radio, and the article that is covering it is The Express, and I will be leaving the link in the description just in case you want to check the article out for yourself, but I'm probably going to read most of it anyway. It says Tyson Fury slams disgrace Anthony Joshua and Savage Andy Ruiz lost rank, and it says Joshua was stunned of his American debut as he was knocked out in 7 rounds by the Mexican underdog. The Brit was knocked down for just the second time in his professional career at Madison Square Garden, hitting the canvas 4 times before being stopped. Ruiz, who came into the fight as a late replacement for drug cheat Gerald Miller, wow, was laughed at by many boxing fans due to his shape and size. Any real boxing fan, a real boxing fan, not a casual fan, knew who Andy Ruiz was and knew that he was a credible opponent. But that's another story. It also says weighing 20 pounds more than Joshua despite being 4 inches shorter. Ruiz's slightly chubby frame gave the impression that he was unfit for the bout, but the California-born star proved the doubters wrong with the brilliant performance. Ruiz was knocked down hard in the 3rd round, but responded by clipping Joshua with a perfect left hook, dazing the champion, before combining with a flurry of quick punches. Joshua was sent down and never recovered, despite rising from the canvas 4 times. Fury, one of his biggest heavyweight rivals, believed that Joshua should never have been in that situation and branded the loss as being a disgrace. Speaking on ESPN Radio, he told Jorge Sedano that he would never show his face in public again if he were Joshua. Now, that is extremely funny that he said that. Me personally, I think Tyson Fury might be schizophrenic, maybe even manic depressive, something. And I like Tyson. I think he has a good personality for the sport because he's real colorful. And if he can bring attention to boxing with his personality, then so be it. But let's go to his Twitter account real quick. And this is what he posted the night of the fight after Joshua lost. He says, "We have our back and forths, but Anthony Joshua, at Anthony Joshua, changes stars through life. Heavyweight boxing, these things happen. Rest up, recover, regroup, and come again." And he put the little fist pounds symbol up. So I mean, sound a little hypocritical, a little bit. Well, I can't say hypocritical. Sound contradicting, because he was supportive of Joshua the night of the fight. Now you see him calling him a disgrace. You just said a couple days ago these things happen. Now you're saying he's a disgrace. Which one is it? But let's move on. It says he'll never live it down, the lineal heavyweight champion said. "Can you imagine? You're built like an Adonis. You're 6'6". You're ripped, carved in the stone, and a little fat man who has eaten every Snickers and Mars bar in California comes in there and bladders you all over." Well, I don't know what bladders you. I guess that's beating. What a disgrace. "If that was me, I would never show my face in public ever again." Now, once again, you just told the man, recover, regroup, and come on back, whatever. Now, here's where it really gets interesting at. It says, despite poking a few verbal jabs at the fallen champion, Fury was extremely complimentary of the life of Joshua. The life Joshua has created for himself through boxing. Having earned an estimate, I guess that's $20 million. I don't know what their their dollar amount symbol means, look like an E. I'm gonna say dollars because I don't really know. The $20 million for the fight against Ruiz, Joshua has a net worth, having earned the estimate $20 million for the fight against Ruiz, Joshua has a net worth roughly of $50 million, according to the Star. Then it says daily or a different one, I don't know. But anyway, it says, and Fury explained that the Walford-born boxer is the furthest thing from a failure despite the shock defeat. The way I see it, Joshua has done very well for himself out of boxing, he continued. He came from nowhere. He came out of the gutter, brought up with no money. He changed the stars and changed his life. So, he kind of, he jabbed him, then, he hugged him. Then he says he probably worth $70 million. He's done well in his life and career. He's been the heavyweight champion of the world. If that's a failure, then I don't know what isn't a failure. He's definitely done well in his career, but everybody bumps into that one person that can knock them out anytime. Unfortunately for AJ, it was a little fat fella from California who chinned him. So yeah, Tyson is definitely a character. A little bit of a schizo though. He talks out of both sides of his mouth, that's for sure. But you gotta love his character. He's a funny guy. And like I said before, I do think he's good for the sport of boxing. But I thought that was interesting that he kind of attacked him, then he pulled back a little bit. But anyway, that's pretty much all I got. Just wanted to share the article with you. This is Head Busting Boxing. Fight Doctor. Hit that like button, hit that share button, definitely hit that subscribe button and notification bell. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think about the article. Was Tyson a little hard on him, calling him a disgrace? And is Tyson a little weird with it sometimes? In other words, he speak out of both sides of his mouth. He contradicts himself a lot. Let me know what you think. But anyway, this is Head Busting Boxing Fight Doctor. I am out.